Welcome back to the UK and welcome back specifically to Swift. Now it's half term and we're going to do something really different this half term. We're going to do something we've never done. We're borrowing one of Swift's brand new Voyagers. It's a press van and we're going out exploring. Welcome to the brand new Swift Voyager 584. We're taking this vehicle out for a couple of days to put it through its paces and find out everything we love about it. The first thing you're going to notice, it is on a Ford chassis with a Ford cab. It's a 4-berth, 4-travelling seat vehicle. At the front we have a front lounge. The kitchen is a moderate size. The bathroom goes all the way across, which I'm really excited to live with. And at the back is 2 twin beds that are joined in the middle. I don't know the phrase for that. Right, as this is the press vehicle, there is absolutely nothing in it. Our first mission is to transfer what we need from that vehicle into that vehicle.
Well, that took a little longer than expected, but we're swapped now. Everything's in the Voyager and we're ready to hit the road.
Right, what an interesting morning. We have had a tour of the brand new Line 8 of the factory here at Swift. We've also seen some sneak peeks around, so look out in the future. We will have a video showing all of that. But now we're going on a voyage in our Voyager. We left Swift about an hour ago and we've headed north towards York. We're at the Thornfield farm, Caravan and camping park, and we're about to go and explore and see what we can find for an evening's entertainment around here. I'll grab the DJI just in case. Oh, hello.
Right, let's head into York.
Let's do it.
Anyone that's been to York will tell you it's not the best place to find somewhere to park. We managed to find a spot a little way out of the town centre and took a lovely walk down the river, taking in some of the old buildings along the way. In fact, we'd forgotten how amazing York really is, with its ancient buildings and churches. And whilst we're on the subject of churches, we were lucky to be in York whilst they had their colour and light display on. The light show is visible from the South Piazza of York Minster. It's a free show that lasts around 8 minutes in total and was on loop between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. from the 10th to the 23rd of February. When we got back, Lindsay tackled putting the blinds on the windows.
Okay, it's suckers, so it definitely goes this way round.
We've been spoilt with the Remus blinds in all our vans, haven't we?
Yeah, we've never done this before, so this is new.
After around 7 or 8 minutes, she had it sussed.
Shut up, it didn't take 7 minutes. It wouldn't normally take 7 minutes.
Tomorrow you'll be faster at it, mate.
I'm leaving them up. Are we moving on or staying here? What do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll stay here tomorrow.
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, George. What do you want to do tomorrow?
We could stay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you want to go down the shambles?
I do want to go down the shambles and go to a ghost shop, Jack recommended.
Okay. So we had a great little walk around York earlier, didn't we?
We did. It was really nice. I had that same joy as I had in San Marino, actually, because every time we turn a corner, there's something interesting and new to look at. Not quite a summery medieval festival, but when we came to the Minster and they were projecting the light show up on the side of the Minster, that was pretty spectacular.
It was fantastic.
That was really lovely.
Yeah, with the music and the lights going on there.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Definitely worth a look. So glad we went in, if for that alone.
Absolutely, yeah, for the evening. George is excited to go down the shambles tomorrow. So that's going to get expensive, I think.
So there's no TV in here, guys, but luckily I brought my iPad, so we're going to kick back. And the new season of You has just been released.
So we're going to kick back and watch that for a little while. That's what winter nights in the motorhome are about. They're all about cozying up, aren't they? The boys are down the back, they're doing their own thing. They've been doing wrestling and all sorts. Now they seem to have quietened down, so they're obviously watching something or playing a game or something. I don't know. It's probably best not to look, isn't it?
Let's just leave them to it. You forgot the tea bags when we were transferring it.
We didn't bring tea bags. There was more than one person involved in this. Don't you kimo-savvy me. Good morning. Wow. Right, we've slept So this morning I promised the boys McDonald's breakfast, but what I didn't tell them was that I went to Aldi last week and did like a McDonald's breakfast type haul. So we have hash browns, and we have pork patties, and I brought bacon anyway, and we've got eggs as well. But what I didn't get was cheese. I forgot the cheese. Well, I did buy it, but it's in the fridge at home. We also haven't got tea bags because they're in the fridge in the motorhome.
They're not in the fridge at the moment.
No, they're in the motorhome. I'm just trying to figure out how to use this. Now, there is no oven tray that I found.
And the grill tray's a little smaller than ours.
Yes. Yes, the grill tray, yeah, it's, you know, I could probably cook for 2 of us with that. So, we're going to improvise. It'll be fine. But this is the kind of thing, if this was my van, I would also have my own baking trays in here. What else? Oh, I'd have a kettle that if I needed to could go on the electric hob. But the wireframe doesn't. It's just the wrong size.
So the oven is a little smaller than ours, I'm guessing.
Do you know what? I've never used our oven. Ever.
Right.
So I don't know about that.
And there's no microwave here.
No microwave. They did say they'd put one in if we wanted, and we were like, no, we don't need a microwave. It's just a bread bin, and we can use the hole as a bread bin instead. What would be good on here are our baker cheeses. I bought those cheeses that you could bake. Daz got us into it, Urban Motorhome. A couple of pots of there will go nicely. So
but not for breakfast. Let's get the sausage and egg McMuffins.
You don't want
for
chorizo
breakfast.
and jalapeno cheese melty pots for breakfast. You've changed. Sausage, egg and bacon and a hash brown on the side.
Hey, hey.
And a lightly toasted muffin.
Enjoy, Georgie. You enjoy that bathroom?
I love this bathroom. I think this bathroom is the best bathroom we've had since the Caravan we had.
Right.
Probably 15 years ago.
That was a big bathroom at the back,
That was
wasn't
an
it?
awesome bathroom, went all the way across the back.
But having a toilet one side and a shower the other side, and then having that area, that walk-through area in the middle, and closing off the doors gives you a lovely big bathroom.
Walk-through area. It's my preening area.
So there's no TV in here, and George's iPad needs charging, so look where he is. He snuck out to the car. And you're watching YouTube?
Yeah. Run out of data on my phone, so I've come in here.
Right. Fantastic. How's the kitchen?
It's small. It is absolutely adequate. As long as you keep on top of the washing up all the time. So you can't, there's nowhere for...
What? There's no
dirty
flip-up
washing.
shelf down here that we got
No.
on ours, is there?
That would be a great addition to this van, I
Right.
think. But only for because we've experienced it, so we know.
And you've got an extra cupboard, but you've lost the bread bin.
I actually like this cupboard. I think it's a really useful cupboard.
Yeah.
These two are the usual. They've got, if you look inside, they've got the wire bottle of red and the wire stackers for the...
Right, but we put a shelf in ours, haven't we?
Yeah, we've taken these out and
It's
put
much
a shelf
more of a
in.
usable
Yeah.
space on there.
Because I just imagine that plates, as we're driving on a metal stand, are rattly. I don't know, we've never kept it long enough
We've
to
always
find
ripped it out.
Should we maybe try it and see if it is more rattly? Yeah, I've got the car, I don't care. You can tell me, darling, if it's rattly or not.
Oh. And they've got up here, they have put the power and what have you in the TV point up there.
Yes.
But we don't have no TV up there. They should fit that as standard. What do you think, guys?
I don't know, because people will always want to put their own stuff in. There are some people who don't even want a TV in the motor.
But I'm guessing it'll just push the price of this van up anyway.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Right?
Yeah.
The more things they put in, they're going to put a microwave in and everything like that. It will push the van price.
And I don't know how many people who are brand new to motorhoming buy a brand new motorhome as their first van. I don't know, we didn't. So we've bought things and we've moved them into each van as we go along. So it's a good way to keep the cost of the actual vehicle down without, breaking the budget.
But interesting, look, they've put net curtains in this one. Huh? Very 70s.
Voiles, darling, voiles.
Are they back in style now, are they?
I don't know.
And there was no extractor fan again. We noticed that this morning because we've got an extractor.
Yeah.
But of course we've got the window to open, right?
I'm just giving the place a good clean because this is a borrowed van. So...
After breakfast, we drove into town, we parked in the Railway Museum car park and headed straight into the museum.
One of our absolute favourite things to do when we're in York is to visit the Railway Museum. It is a great free day out. All you have to pay is £10 for the parking, and that's all day. And it's not far, it's just up the road. It's brilliant. It's so close to getting into York as well. 2 of the halls are closed today, so we're just going to have a bit of a mooch and use it as our base while we go up into York to have a look at everything else. But there's a new area under construction that will be fabulous for families. It's an interactive STEM engineering kind of learning environment where you can go get your hands dirty and have a try and learn all about the engineering processes that went into creation of the railways. I'm trying to get a walking tour to load and it won't work. We're going to have to go on the Wi-Fi. Tucked into one of the corners of the main hall is a children's play area. Last time we were here, the boys played for hours and hours. I was on my phone for most of it because there's only so many trains you want to see. And they didn't need me. They were just off playing. So, when I come to places like this and I hop on the free Wi-Fi, I always make sure I use Surfshark. Now, if you don't know what Surfshark is, it's a VPN, which is a virtual private network. It creates a safe tunnel between my device and the internet to make sure that baddies and the big corporations don't get any more of my data than I want to give them. It encrypts it all, is the technical phrase. The free Wi-Fi here is an unsecured network, so I'm a little bit dubious of it. Now, we picked Surfshark because one account gives you unlimited devices, so we can all use our gadgets wherever we are and keep them safe. Since we've been using Surfshark, the boys have found their own favourite feature. They like the fact that it can mask our IP address, so we can be anywhere in the world and still set our IP address to the UK so they can access the football, the F1 or anything they want to watch. If you're looking for something that can protect your identity and your data online and you fancy giving Surfshark a try, use the link in our description and the code RADFORDS and it'll give you an 83% discount and 3 months completely free.
After what is a 5-minute walk into town, we climbed up and explored the ancient walls that surround York.
So our kids don't know the Grand Old Duke of York nursery rhyme, and I'm wondering if it fell out of favour around the time that the suspicions about the Duke of York started happening. I love that everywhere you are in York there's something old and beautiful to look at. This was Barker Tower, and they used to string an iron chain, it wouldn't be an iron rope, an iron chain between here and the other side to stop people coming through without paying tolls. One of my absolute favourite areas of York is known as the Shambles. It was originally a butcher's area and Shambles was the name of the stalls that used to display their wares on. Some of these buildings go back to the 14th century. It's gorgeous and my nieces call it Harry Potter Street. So this is the shop that Jack told us about yesterday, the Ghost Merchant. And there are people queuing outside because inside they sell little figurines of ghosts and each one is individual.
Queue carries on down here.
So the queue carries on. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Wow.
Isn't it?
And around the back. Oh, that's brilliant. How clever to create that kind of business model.
9:10 there was a 3-hour queue.
Yes, that is correct.
And the queue from here is about 3 hours.
Yes, we usually say from that pipe there, so I don't know, 2 hours and 50 minutes maybe from there.
So business is good?
Yes, it is, yes. That's Valentine's Day, goes for you.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Right, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We've done the Jorvik Centre a few times, so today instead we're going to do the dungeon. 2,000 years of history in 75 minutes. Let's bring it. Hello.
Many minutes later.
That was absolutely brilliant. It was hilarious. What did you think, George?
By the sounds of it, we're lucky that we missed the last part.
Yeah, George needed a loo, so we missed one of the rooms, but it was absolutely fantastic.
You was worried, wasn't you? Was it too scary?
I cried. So a bit scary.
But you did it.
I did it.
Anyway, you were scared, but you did it anyway. I like that.
Well done, Georgie.
Now I feel like a bad parent for dragging him around, but it was good.
Looking for properties in York?
always, York is beautiful. I always like to have a look. 2-bedroom property, just under £250,000. Crikey. It's on the waterfront though.
All right, there you go. That justifies it.
Blimey.
Enjoy that walk around York?
Yes, loved it. Absolutely loved it. What I love about York is there's so much history here and you can see it everywhere. So you've got it going back as like a couple of thousand years. The dungeons told 2,000 years worth of history and it was the gruesome bits of history, using fantastic actors. They walked you through the different rooms and the different eras. Brilliant. Really great experience.
Well, we've walked our legs off around York, so we've jumped into Wetherspoons for a little bit of a rest.
And a warm up as well.
And a wine, of course. George has ordered hot chocolate and he's getting free refills, so it's a winner. But York's been great, isn't it?
Yeah, I love York.
It is.
I really love York, actually.
We should come in the summer though, it's pretty cold out there.
We never come in the summer. We only ever come in a half term, so that's October or February.
Right. So we will come back in the summer sometime.
Sometime.
Although we're away in most summers, aren't we? So
There you
we're
go.
going to do that. But Lindsay wants to do a Wetherby Whaler while we're here.
Yes, now. No one knows what Wetherby Whaler is unless you're northern. Wetherby Whaler was a fish and chip shop that was started in Wetherby by neighbours of my grandparents back in the, I'm going to guess the 80s. And they've opened more stores since then. So there's one here in York.
So maybe do that this evening or tomorrow before we go, maybe.
We'll see.
So they didn't have the usual Villa Maria, so we've gone with the Blush Sauv Blanc. Let's see what it's like. Here you go, my love.
It's got passion fruit and cranberry.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's still definitely Villa with a little hint. What do you think?
That's all right.
So we sat back, relaxed and watched the world go by while sipping our wine and then headed out to the local Wetherby Whaler.
Wetherby Whaler.
Look at that, love.
Do you know, at Swift yesterday with our lunch they served us Yorkshire Gold tea and it was blooming really good. But it's all about the water up here. It's so much nicer than Milton Keynes water. Bloody love northern curry sauce and northern mushy peas and northern fish and chips and a northern fish and chip restaurant where you get a pot of tea with your dinner. It's awesome. That was delicious. It was really good. Now I need to go down. Now I need to go and lie down and take my trousers off. Should I?
Morning.
Morning. So, it's been a bit of a cock-up. While we were transferring the stuff from our van to the other van, I kept getting interrupted. And they just didn't do what I told them to do. So we don't have any tea, which you may know already. Ooh! And we don't have any breakfast stuff except bacon, and I really don't want bacon. I've had enough meat now.
So, off to the bakery.
So we're off to the bakery.
Go on, go and push the button, George. It's not the fastest gate in the world, I've got to say.
Elevator noise.
So we headed down to the local Coupland's bakery and they had some cracking deals. Me and the boys had a full English breakfast and Lindsay went for some hot cross buns. Right, breakfast was nice.
What? I had hot cross buns, they were very tasty.
Are you ready to pack this van up and go and swap it back for our van?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is a lovely van. I like it, but because it's not our van, it has felt like we're camping, and what I mean by that is it's felt temporary. So we brought some of our stuff in, but the amount of stuff we didn't bring because, you know, you're just used to things being in there. So in my head, when we go into our van, I put in fresh food, fresh clothes, and then we just go. We were interrupted too much as we were filling this van up as well. So, you know,
Like forgetting your tea bags.
like forgetting my tea bags. I wouldn't have forgot my tea bags if, you know, I hadn't. Anyway, I was pulled in a lot of directions at once with health and safety briefings and kids, and you know, it was We rushed it, I think, moving in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's show you around the site quickly. It's not much to it. It's a very small site, but I'm just going to give you a quick tour. We've got a nice long pitch so we can put the car in front of. But a lot of the pitches here are quite small, you'll see. So we'd probably struggle to fit our van on this one, our other van. But there you go. There's another one person over there. These seem to be in storage. But there are 10 pitches in total here. And you'll see over there is the Cineworld and the multi-complex with bowling, and there's loads of shops and stuff like that over there. That's a 10-minute walk away. Right here you've got your chemical toilet disposal, and you've got fresh water and grey water waste goes here. You've got recycling and rubbish disposal right here. And it's gated as well. It's got an electric gate here, and you've got a button to get out, and there's a keypad right there. So this has been great for us visiting York for a couple of days. £25 per night. And that includes your electric. And George is in the car watching YouTube or Netflix in there. All right, Georgie. What are you watching, bud?
Just some Minecraft stuff.
Enjoy, bud. Now, we usually get a weekend's use out of a toilet cassette, and sure enough, that's what we've got on this one. We've been here for 2 days, and it's pretty full. And this site doesn't have any toilets or showers. You've got to be self-sufficient if you stay here. But if you're interested, guys, I'm going to put a link in the description. Hey, beautiful.
Hey. Hey.
Yes, so we start packing this thing up then.
I've already started.
Oh, good
You're
girl.
way behind the curve.
These blinds at the front, we're going to see if the condensation's
We are.
stayed off, shall
I
we?
can't get to them at the moment because the table takes up all the space.
Right.
But the table needs to be this size because it's the basis of the bed at the front.
Yes.
So it is important.
And it's handy the front seats do swivel round on this as well.
It
isn't
is. It's very handy. See, this van, it doesn't suit us as a family of 5 and possibly not as a family with 2 teenagers. But we could make it ours quite easily. It wouldn't take too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see if we've got condensation on the blinds. No, none at all. So certainly not on the side blinds anyway. And on the front windows, yes. There's plenty of condensation on there. So by using these silver screens, it hasn't stopped the condensation that we thought it might do. Okay, the Voyager on the Ford chassis is brand new for 2023. I think they released it in October of last year, and I want to tell you how great this thing drives. It is night and day different than driving our one. It really, really is. The reason they went to the Ford chassis and the Ford cab is because, as many of you are aware, there's a shortage of getting hold of the Fiats. So because of that, they thought outside the box. They thought, well, let's get the Ford in and see if we can build a motorhome on this. And that is what the Voyager is. They've done a really, really good job. This has got the 155 brake horsepower with the automatic box, and it drives like a car. It really, really pulls away. It's fantastic. It's night and day different than driving our one. Right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks to Swift for lending us the Voyager for the few days.
We have had a great time. It's been a really different way of using the motorhome, hasn't it? It's not often we travel with a car, so that has been interesting. And actually living in the smaller space was all right, wasn't it? It was fun. We made it fun.
It's hard not to compare it to ours, but ours is like nearly 110,000 new. I think this is 40,000 cheaper, so we can't compare them.
There's a big difference.
There is a big difference, but we've enjoyed the experience of using it.
Yeah.
So thanks to Swift for lending us that. We are going to do a review on it right now, and we're going to put that out next week, guys. So if you want to see that review, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yes. We left Swift about an hour ago and we've headed north. We're at the Thornfield Park, Caravan and Thornfield Farm.